Rooibos tea, otherwise called red hedge tea, is a famous natural tea produced using the leaves of the Aspalathus linearis plant local to South Africa. It has acquired notoriety overall because of its one-of-a-kind taste and various potential medical advantages. Here is a nitty-gritty outline of the advantages, likely incidental effects, preparing techniques, and well-qualified sentiments on Rooibos tea. Advantages of Rooibos tea. Cell reinforcement. Wealth. Rooibos tea is loaded with cancer prevention agents, including 2 novel polyphenols, aspalathin and notophagen. These cell reinforcements assist with combating free extremists in the body, diminishing oxidative pressure, and possibly bringing down the gamble of persistent illnesses, like malignant growth and cardiovascular sicknesses. In this segment of the video, I kindly request you to subscribe to my channel, where we share valuable information about nutritious foods. Additionally, please consider activating the notification bell and giving the video a thumbs up. Your support holds significant importance for us. Heart well-being. Rooibos tea might add to heart well-being in more ways than one. Bringing down pulse. A few investigations propose that Rooibos tea can assist with lessening hypertension, which is a huge gamble factor for coronary illness. Cholesterol. The executives drinking. Rooibos tea might further develop cholesterol levels by expanding HDL, great cholesterol, while lessening LDL, terrible cholesterol. Mitigating properties. Rooibos tea contains calming intensifiers that can assist with reducing irritation all through the body. This might be especially gainful for people with conditions like joint inflammation and sensitivities. Stomach-related well-being. Rooibos tea is frequently used to alleviate stomach-related distress. Its enemy of uncontrollable properties might assist with lightening side effects of heartburn, stomach spasms, and the runs. Skin well-being. The cell reinforcements in Rooibos tea can advance sound skin by battling oxidative pressure and irritation. Certain individuals even use Rooibos tea topically for conditions like skin breakout and dermatitis. Weight. The executives. Rooibos tea might support weight the board by supporting digestion and possibly helping control hunger, making it a valuable expansion to a weight reduction routine. Sensitivities and respiratory well-being. A few people report help from sensitivity side effects and respiratory issues while consuming Rooibos tea, possible because of its mitigating properties. Stress and uneasiness. Decrease. Rooibos tea is sans caffeine and contains a characteristic compound called aspalathin, which might assist with mitigating the sensory system, creating it a quieting drink that can aid pressure, decrease, and tension administration. Further developed dissemination. A few examinations propose that Rooibos tea might further develop blood flow and assist with keeping up with sound veins, possibly lessening the gamble of conditions like atherosclerosis. Diabetes. The executives. Albeit more exploration is required, a few examinations have demonstrated that Rooibos tea could assist with controlling glucose levels by further developing insulin responsiveness. Hydration. Rooibos tea is a brilliant method for remaining hydrated, as it's sans caffeine, and can be delighted in hot or cold. Remaining sufficiently hydrated is critical for by and large well-being and prosperity. Bone well-being. Rooibos tea contains minerals like calcium and fluoride, which are significant for keeping up with solid bones and teeth. It's essential to take note of that while these possible advantages of Rooibos tea are promising, greater exploration, including clinical preliminaries, is expected to affirm and lay out the particular instruments of activity. Furthermore, individual reactions to Rooibos tea might shift. So it's fundamental to talk with a medical care proficient for customized direction in regards to its utilization, particularly in the event that you have hidden medical issue. Symptoms of Rooibos tea. Rooibos tea is by and large thought to be okay for the vast majority when consumed with some restraint. Notwithstanding, it's fundamental to know about likely secondary effects and contemplations related with Rooibos tea. Unfavorably susceptible responses. While uncommon, a few people might be hypersensitive to Rooibos tea. Unfavorably susceptible responses can appear as skin rashes, tingling, hives, or considerably more extreme side effects. For example, trouble breathing and hypersensitivity. Assuming you experience any hypersensitive responses in the wake of consuming Rooibos tea, stop use right away and look for clinical consideration. Iron retention. Rooibos tea contains tannins, which can disrupt the assimilation of non-heme iron, the sort of iron found in plant-based food varieties and enhancements. In the event that you have iron lack frailty or depend vigorously on plant-based wellsprings of iron, it's fitting not to drink Rooibos tea with feasts, as it might decrease your body's capacity to retain iron. Pregnancy and lactation. While Rooibos tea is sans caffeine, and by and large thought to be okay for generally pregnant and breastfeeding ladies, it's as yet smart to talk with a medical services proficient prior to consuming huge amounts. There's restricted information on the well-being of Rooibos tea during pregnancy, so deciding in favor, caution is ideal. Communications with meds. Rooibos tea might collaborate with specific meds or medications. In the event that you are taking meds consistently, particularly those connected with palsy, diabetes, or blood-diminishing prescriptions, talk with your medical services supplier prior to adding Rooibos tea to your daily schedule, as it might actually influence the viability of these meds. Kidney stones. A few sources recommend that Rooibos tea might contain oxalates, which can add to the development of kidney stones in defenseless people. Nonetheless, research on this theme is restricted, and not all Rooibos teas might have high oxalate content. Gastrointestinal misery. In uncommon cases, consuming Rooibos tea in unnecessary sums might prompt stomach-related uneasiness, including sickness, stomach spasms, or loose bowels. This is bound to happen assuming Rooibos tea is consumed in extremely enormous amounts. It's significant that most of individuals can appreciate Rooibos tea without encountering any unfavorable impacts. In any case, in the event that you have explicit well-being concerns or conditions, it's fitting to talk with a medical care proficient prior to integrating Rooibos tea into your eating routine. Control is vital, and assuming you experience any strange or unfriendly responses to Rooibos tea, suspending use and look for clinical advice is ideal. Fermenting strategy. Fermenting Rooibos tea is a direct cycle, and fitting your taste preferences can be tweaked. Here is a more point-by-point blending strategy for Rooibos tea. Fixings: Rooibos tea leaves or tea packs. New cool water. Separated water is suggested for the best character. A tea kettle or teacup, a pot for warming water. Discretionary: sugars like honey, sugar, or lemon for some extra zing. Blending steps: bubble water. Begin by warming the water. Rooibos tea is best prepared with water just underneath bubbling, around 200 degrees C, 93 degrees C. You can accomplish this by heating the water to the point of boiling and afterward permitting it to cool marginally briefly. On the other hand, utilize a thermometer to really look at the temperature. Set up the tea kettle or teacup. In the event that you're utilizing free Rooibos tea leaves, measure around 1 teaspoon of leaves for every 8-ounce, 240 ml cup. Assuming you're utilizing tea sacks, utilize 1 pack for every cup. Add Rooibos tea. Spot the Rooibos tea leaves or tea sacks into your tea kettle or teacup. Pour heated water. Pour the high-temp water over the Rooibos tea leaves or packs. Guarantee that the tea is completely lowered. Soaking time. Permit the Rooibos tea to soak for 5 to 7 minutes. Rooibos tea is very sympathetic and won't turn out to be severe whenever soaks for somewhat longer, so you can change the soaking time as you would prefer. Certain individuals favor a more grounded flavor and steep it for as long as 10 minutes. Cover and steep. To safeguard the flavors and fragrance, cover the tea kettle or teacup with a top or a saucer while soaking. Discretionary improving. Rooibos tea has a normally sweet and marginally nutty flavor, so you might find that it doesn't need sugars. Notwithstanding, on the off chance that you favor a better taste, you can add honey, sugar, or a press of lemon to taste. Mix well to guarantee the sugar breaks down. Serve. Rooibos tea can be appreciated hot or cold. In the case of serving hot, empty it into cups right away. In the case of serving cold, permit it to cool to room temperature first, then refrigerate or add ice 3D shapes. Decorate. Discretionary. For added visual allure, you can embellish your Rooibos tea with a cut of lemon, a branch of mint, or a cinnamon stick. Tips. Utilize a tea kettle or teacup with an underlying injector in the event that you're utilizing free Rooibos tea leaves. This makes it more straightforward to strain the leaves in the wake of soaking. Rooibos tea is normally without caffeine, pursuing it an incredible decision for those hoping to stay away from caffeine. Rooibos tea can be mixed with different spices and flavors to make exceptional flavors. Explore different avenues regarding fixings like ginger, cinnamon, or citrus strips for assortment. Rooibos tea is known for being less astringent than a few different teas, so it's doubtful to turn out to be harsh if oversteeped. In any case, it's as yet a decent practice to taste the tea occasionally to accomplish your favored strength. Store a Rooibos tea in a hermetically sealed compartment away from light, dampness, and solid smells to keep up with its newness. Partake in your newly fermented Rooibos tea and enjoy its normally sweet and fragrant flavor. Well-qualified feelings. While Rooibos tea has acquired prominence for its potential medical advantages, it's vital to take note of that well-qualified conclusions on its impacts depend on a mix of logical examination and customary information. Here is a more point-by-point. Check out at Well-Qualified Suppositions on Rooibos tea. Nutritionists and dietitians. Numerous nutritionists and dietitians view Rooibos tea well as a without caffeine, low-calorie drink wealthy in cell reinforcements. They frequently prescribe it as a better option to sweet or energized drinks, particularly for people hoping to decrease caffeine consumption or further develop hydration. These specialists underscore the significance of Rooibos tea as a component of a decent eating regimen. Botanists, cultivators, and conventional medication professionals have long involved Rooibos tea for its potential medical advantages, especially in South Africa, where the plant is local. They frequently suggest it for its relieving properties, for example, lightening stomach-related inconvenience, sensitivities, and skin conditions. Nonetheless, they stress the significance of control and accommodating utilization of Rooibos tea, as extreme utilization might prompt undesirable after-effects. Specialists and researchers. Scientists have led various investigations on Rooibos tea to investigate its well-being-related properties. While numerous discoveries are promising, specialists in mainstream researchers underline the requirement for additional examination to affirm a portion of the tea's likely advantages. They recognize Rooibos, tea's cancer prevention agent and mitigating properties, and its capability to add to heart well-being and diabetes the executives. In any case, they additionally underline that greater clinical preliminaries are expected to lay out authoritative causal connections and ideal measurements proposals. Medical services. Experts. Medical services experts, including specialists and medical caretakers, frequently adopt a mindful strategy to natural cures like Rooibos tea. They might suggest it as a correlative refreshment for people looking for elective choices to juiced teas or those encountering explicit well-being concerns. In any case, Medical care experts urge patients to examine the utilization of Rooibos tea and other homegrown cures with them, particularly assuming that they are taking meds or have basic ailments, to guarantee there are no unfriendly connections. Tea specialists and devotees, tea authorities and specialists in the field of tea value, Rooibos tea, for its extraordinary flavor profile, which is in many cases portrayed as gritty, sweet, and somewhat nutty. They view it as a flexible drink that can be delighted in hot or cold, regardless of sugars, and mixed with different spices and flavors for added intricacy. Tea lovers frequently feature Rooibos tea as a sans caffeine choice, reasonable for all ages and palates. In synopsis, well-qualified sentiments on Rooibos, tea by and large, perceive its potential medical advantages, including its cell reinforcement properties, job and heart well-being, and mitigating consequences for absorption and skin. In any case, specialists stress the significance of adjusted utilization and counseling medical services experts while integrating Rooibos tea into one's eating regimen, especially assuming it's expected for helpful purposes or, on the other hand, on the off chance that people have explicit well-being concerns or drugs to consider. While Rooibos tea is by and large protected and very much endured, individual reactions might differ, and control is vital. If you found the information valuable, we'd appreciate it if you could show your support by liking the video and sharing your thoughts in the comments. To ensure you never miss our upcoming useful content, consider subscribing to the channel and activating the notification bell. Our dedicated team is committed to enhancing your well-being and helping you lead a healthier life. Thank you for being part of our community, dear viewers.